up the file and get the correction done. We're using a lot of output there and things like that. Okay? You want to have a further look at this? Sir. Sir. See, previously the fair amount of what they are giving. Oh, sir. And this is not required the best example. What we say is wherever you are, go to the next level and go to the next level, things like that. So the fair amount of pieces then lying in the sack, then suddenly urgent order will come, then keep this aside, process that. This is lying there for 1 week. Dust is settling down on that. In next factories, so much amount of lint, and lint settles everywhere, and lint likes the white fabric the most, isn't it? All kinds of problems you get in.
So on next to the signing table, what is the other one?
Which one?
The lady sitting on.
This one?
Yes, this one.
This one I think without the inspection people.
Checking.
Yeah. So what I was discussing yesterday also, that there is a scope for our line to have online packaging. Average your each online t-shirt with some variation here and there, it's about 4 minutes up. It can be lower, even 2.5 also, it can sometimes maybe 5-6 minutes if there are some more operations and so on. Okay? Divided into whatever operations, as long as there is no WIP between the lines, between the machines, and a single piece flows, then after introduction of the first piece, 6th minute, the piece should be out of the line. If there is a 5-piece WIP, and then it will take about an hour. At the end of the line, you have press mat, presses the garment, checks it for whatever you need to check it for. Sometimes you should not even need to even check. What are you doing? Very simple operation. Anyway, check it, press it, fold it, put it in a poly bag, and put it to a trolley. It is possible to do so. And if you do so, many quality problems will be resolved. Get online packaging happen. Assortment you can do in the separate department where you have to do color coordinates, whatever size ratios and so on. That can be done separately. But get the fabric from cut pieces into a poly bag, nicely packed in the line. This can happen in the smallest of subcontracting units and biggest of the unit. Only thing which will stop you from doing it is your own mind. How can I do it? I have to change everything. Is that? Don't change everything. Do it on an experimental basis. Run that experiment, but let that child survive. Don't throw the child in the harsh winter or a hot summer and say the child will survive. It will not. Because when you have a new concept, it needs to be given an environment to grow. Do it. Once you realize that it's possible, it can be done. Change the whole factory. There are lots of factories doing like that. So it will reduce your WIP, it will reduce your working capital, it will give an ability of shipping in a very short period. And yesterday I was talking to a couple of friends. You want to share? Yeah. It was supposed to throw something big.
Yesterday we were discussing about the starter delivery models. The buyer and us, and it is like an agreement between the buyer and us. Only order sheet, then the shipment. It is going on for
can be done here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I would like to know which factory is that?
Anugrah.
Get that. India about 20. Operations, average improvement was 42%. How much? 42. 3 hours of work by newly trained trainers, which were 10 days back operators. Operators. But of course, the program selection process, whom to get, what skills they should have. So the operators have become trainers, and here is the proof of their ability in about 10 days time. Move forward. This is a case of Madra building in Bangalore. Earlier, now they say that operator is qualified when he achieves or she achieves 75 performance. In most cases, she achieves. When she achieves 75 performance, she is qualified to go on the production floor. Earlier in the shop plant, it used to take on an average 72 days for her to become 75. Maybe in about 30 days time she was about 50, but in 72 days she used to become 75. In the trial one, it was 51 days. After using the new technique, what we introduced, this 72 days into 15 days. And 51 days into 16 days. And in case of the shirt manufacturing, out of total recruits, the 50% recruits were able to do this, achieve the 75% mark in 2 weeks' time from entering the training room, before not seeing a sewing machine. And this is a 12-month data. Of course, the performance has gone up and up as the system matured and things like that. In transfer line, 80% of the recruits achieved that mark in about 2 weeks' time. The point is, the labor there is shortage of labor. It's very difficult to get a person. If you get someone, train her up, make her the most productive, so that she can earn a good living and the factory can make money. Otherwise, she is not happy, we are not happy, and we continue to live with the problem. There has to be a radical solution to that. And radical solutions do exist, but they have to be implemented in purity. You can't play around with that. And a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. When you get a hybrid, you get neither of anything else. This is a good example that how can you, and with this, your migration will come down, your absenteeism will come down. Because the girl has no reason to go here and there. She knows that this factory can make me the best operator in the least amount of time, is wanting to pay me. I don't have to get for 3 years to become an A-grade operator. And in their case, some of the A-grade operations, which otherwise people achieved after 4 years or 5 years of working, some guys achieved in 2 months. And they were absolutely shocked that something of this sort can actually happen. When it does, it suddenly starts improving the performance of the entire factory. Let's move. So again, supply chain partners I talked about yesterday. Once you implement these things, you can implement with subcontractors. You can implement with the fabric suppliers. But unless you improve yourself, you cannot preach others. So everybody should improve, I should not improve. Because I have already improved. From God's home itself I gave the stamp. No need for any improvement. And that doesn't work. Okay. Product development, a lot needs to be done when you have talked about that. So we move on. What is our overall improvement potential? At a cluster level, at a factory level. Lead time, minimum 10% reduction is possible. If the business requires, 40% reduction can be done. The business requires 80% reduction can be done. You just need to do a new mathematical calculation. And 7-day delivery is example sitting here. So, you have input, output, you have constraints, you play around with them, and you come out with a new equation. As long as the mind is ready. The mind is not ready, no new equation can come out. But easily, on-time shipment can be improved. You need to know your own understanding, your own data, and start working on it. Start challenging why it cannot improve, you find solutions. In product development, reduce absenteeism and migration, minimum 25% reduction over a period of 6 months is possible. Much more than that can be possible. You have to work in a systematic way. Result-oriented, data-driven, problem-solving, working together with management support and so on. Quality, I talked about cost of quality and defect rate reduction. About 30%, 40%, 50% defect rate reduction is possible in again about 6 months' time. Your biggest saving in terms of financial is cut to ship loss and order to ship loss. If buyer allows you 2% more, then your order to ship ratio target should be 102. If buyer allows 105, your order to ship target should be 105, not 100. Because for the same overhead, you are getting 5% more sales. That is for the shipping target. Then you have a working target. How much is the gap? Work on that, where saving is possible. Material savings, depending on company, 2 to 5% could be possible. Depends on where you stand. It's possible. Efficiency, take a realistic first target. 30% improvement is certainly possible. Unless you are already operating at heavy efficiency. Very few factories in India. So if you're 70, you go to 80, 30% improvement possible. So profitability overall, if all this is achieved, about 70% on the current profitability is possible. You do it together in a systematic manner over a period of about 12 months, In some cases it will be 50, some cases it will be 50, 70, in some cases it will be 100, depending on where the current profitability is. The limited message I want to give is, this industry in India and Turkey still has a lot of improvement potential, and we have the capability to make it happen. As an inherent capability given by God, as inherent capability which we use sometime somewhere, but I am not able to really use it effectively in all areas of our business. Should we do so in a systematic fashion where everybody is looking at the same goal in the same way, start helping each other, companies start helping each other, promote best practices? This kind of a performance improvement is certainly achievable. It is not unimaginable. It is not something which has not happened in India. It is not something that has not happened in Turkey. It's possible. And that makes this business worthwhile to be in. With that, you can forge long-term partnership with your buyers, because they will see that there are companies which are different, which really want to grow, and they would like to engage on a long-term basis. And that can give you a stable business, because that is not so much dependent on the somebody has got cold, he starts sneezing here. As a Chinese have got cold, in India it starts sneezing. When it snows in Shimla, Delhi gets cold. So it's not dependent on swine flu somewhere, or building products in Bangladesh, or something like that sort. It is based on our inherent strength. And that's what really can make an industry to really grow at a much higher level. So, about that's where I'm going to stop it. Maybe we have some time for Q&A, and I know that Rajesh is going to have an excellent presentation on how to use IE concepts and so on. So he'll be able to give you a good perspective, homegrown perspective in terms of how they've been able to implement some of these ideas in their own factories. So thank you very much for your patient listening. And maybe I should have compressed it a bit so you have a little more time for Q&A, but maybe we can still take some few questions. Okay, sir? Any questions? Are you guys too tired for questions?